hopefully the presentation will be good enough and exciting enough that you forget that small thing. So my name is Emma. I work in the International Student Recruitment Team. Today I will be talking firstly about the University of Surrey itself, and then I will be moving on to a little bit about applying to universities in the UK, why you should choose the universities in the UK, and then finishing off with some helpful information about the process itself. Okay. So let's get started. Okay, so as you can see, that's the agenda for today, and we will start off with giving you some background information on the University of Surrey. So firstly, when you think about the University of Surrey or looking at a university in the UK, you want to know where exactly we are in the country. So this is a map, as you can see, of the UK. Now, if you look towards the south and the southeast of the map, towards the bottom of England, you will see the blue circle that highlights where Guildford is located. And Guildford is the town in which the University of Surrey is found. In terms of the broader picture, we are a university town that is located 30 minutes south of central London. We're also equidistant, so between 30 to 40 minutes between both London Heathrow and London Gatwick airports. So hopefully a fantastic base for you to explore more of Europe in between studying in your holiday period, to travel around the UK as well and see what more the country has to offer. So in terms of what makes up the University of Surrey itself, so we are a small to medium-sized university. We're not one of the biggest in the UK, which allows us to really focus on you as an individual. We have around 16,500 students, and over 120 different languages are spoken at the university. So you can see firstly on your screen that we have two campuses. We have Stag Hill, which is our main campus that hosts the majority of our academic buildings. You can see the Surrey Business School in the top photo there, and a sky view, bird's eye view of the campus at the bottom. Benefits of being on a campus university is that everything you could want is in one place. So our Stag Hill campus, as well as having a lot of academic buildings, has a lot of our support services, both academic and welfare. It also has places to go and eat, a shop, doctor's surgery, bank, post office, and lots of social and study spaces as well. The library and learning centre is also located on this campus, our main one, which is 10 minutes walk from the town centre. And the library is a 5-storey building with lots of different study spaces inside, and it's open all year round, 365 days a year, 24/7. So you can go and work at a time that suits you. As I mentioned, Stag Hill is 10 minutes walk from the town centre. Now on the far right of your screen, you'll see pictures of what Guildford as a town looks like. So it's an old English market town in its appearance, but it has all of the shops, restaurants, theatres, leisure facilities that you could want from your local hometown. And again, we're only half an hour from central London, there's a train station in Guildford, so you can easily reach a bigger city if you prefer. In the middle of your screen, you'll see Manor Park, and SSP stands for the Surrey Sports Park. So Manor Park is home to a lot of our accommodation, over 3,000 student rooms, towards the higher levels of our accommodation as well. So lots of single, double bedrooms with ensuite bathrooms, and our studio, couples and family flats too. It's also home to our School of Veterinary Medicine, and lastly, but not least, the Surrey Sports Park, which is a £32 million facility. It was a training base for the London 2012 Olympics and Paralympics. It's hosted World Cups in lacrosse and rugby, and it's also home to an Olympic-sized swimming pool, tennis courts, squash studios, and several professional sports teams in basketball, netball and rugby all train out of the Surrey Sports Park. So now you're interested in where we are and what we look like as a university. What exactly could we offer you in terms of subjects? So we have 3 different faculties at the University of Surrey: the Arts and Social Sciences, the Faculty of Engineering and Physical Sciences, and the Faculty of Health and Medical Sciences. So please know this isn't an exhaustive list of all of the programs we offer, but this slide shows you the subject areas that we have at the university. Now, if you're interested in learning a bit more about any one of these areas, please do come through to me, request a meeting, or come through on the chat function at the event once this presentation has come to a close. So key subjects to mention to you at the moment and to highlight: we're first in the UK and top 10 in the world for hospitality and leisure and tourism management. We're second in the UK for our nutrition and food science programs and have been recognised with the Queen's Anniversary Award here. We are top 10 in the UK again for criminology. We have a fantastic music and sound recording program, and we're very well known for our Surrey Business School, our computer science programs, and the wide range of engineering options we have here at Surrey. We also love to teach beyond the textbook. So we have a 5G Innovation Centre here. We're one of the leading partners in developing and rolling out 5G technology around the world. We have a space centre on campus, and we're involved in a project, a global project, reducing the amount of waste that is currently floating around in space. We have our own satellites up in space at the moment. And we also have a multi-million-pound chemical processing plant. If you're interested in chemical and process engineering or chemical and petroleum engineering at postgraduate level, this is the university for you. So with some of those programs, you may be interested to know what kind of entry requirements we're looking at as a university. So specifically for Surrey, we accept the Lycée Diploma and the Anatolian Diploma for direct entry into your preferred bachelor's degree. And we also accept any bachelor's degrees that you've studied in Turkey for direct entry onto one of our master's programs. We do, of course, accept a wide range of international qualifications, such as American curriculums, UK A-levels, or the International Baccalaureate. So again, if you've got any specific questions about entry requirements, please do come to me directly, and I can give you an email address to contact at the end of this presentation. So, couple of key highlights as to why Surrey. So you're interested in one of the programs we have to offer, you like the sound of where we're located in the UK and what the campus looks like, you're interested in sport or fitness and you think the Surrey Sports Park sounds really exciting. but why else should you choose Surrey above other universities in the UK? So one of the key highlights at Surrey is the professional training year. So this is a sandwich year that for undergraduates sits between years 2 and 3 of your bachelor's degree, and is also available for a limited number of postgraduate programs as well, largely within the Surrey Business School. We are first in the UK and 7th in the world for our work placements and our links with industry partners. So that's a huge indication of how strong our links are with business partners, not just in the UK, but anywhere around the world. Now, the placement scheme gives you the option to work at postgraduate level or graduate level employment with one of over 2,300 industry partners located around the world. Your year in industry does not have to take place in the UK. It might well do, but if you want to go somewhere else and experience life in another country, you'll have the opportunity to apply for that. And lastly, and this statistic is at undergraduate level because our postgraduate placements are a little newer, 40% of our undergraduate students who go on our professional training placement year come back with a job offer from that company. And you can see on the screen here some of the well-known names that we're currently working with and have worked with for many, many years across a whole variety of sectors, from biological sciences to hospitality and tourism management, to music and media, business and the social sciences, as well as nutrition and engineering options as well. So you've chosen to come to Surrey, you're close to graduating, you're looking forward to what being an alumni has to offer and looking to take the next steps after your degree into the workforce, either in the UK, back in Turkey, or somewhere else around the world. Surrey will continue to work with you and support you after you leave us, and we have a fantastic network of alumni around the world for you to reach out to and use for networking opportunities and employment opportunities in the future. So we have a great record for graduate employability. We're top 12 in the country in terms of how highly thought of our graduates are by employers. We offer career support to any alumni from the university for 3 years after graduation. Now, the quick thinking ones of you will be thinking that the graduate route visa is a 2-year option now available to you after you graduate from university at either bachelor's or master's level. And we can support your efforts in gaining employment and applying for the graduate route visa for the duration of that period. We annually host 2 large careers fairs, which attract a wide range of our employers and industry partners who offer graduate roles and placement opportunities. And we also, throughout each academic year, host a lot of smaller fairs that might specialise in law or part-time work or internships. And these fairs give you a great informal and friendly space for you to kickstart your career. You can explore different options, ask questions to representatives of massive global companies who have a really strong interest in University of Surrey graduates. Throughout your time at the university and also when you leave us, we have a number of workshops running regularly that cover key employability skills such as interview techniques, assessment centres, CV writing, and how to use social media sites such as LinkedIn to find work in the future. So hopefully you would become one of our kind of 12,000 alumni, 126,000 alumni over 146 countries around the world in the future. So moving on, we've kind of covered a very quick kind of tour of the University of Surrey itself, but I want this presentation to give you a bit more information to really help you in making your decision on why you should apply to come to the UK and obviously apply to the University of Surrey as well. So what does the UK have to offer you as a student, as a Turkish student? So our education system is obviously extremely highly regarded worldwide. Qualifications you'll get at universities like Surrey will be recognised globally in whatever country you choose to work in the future. There is such a wide range of subject options across the country. If you prefer to be more practical, you like the thought of having lab sessions or workshop elements to your program, those options are available in the UK. If you enjoy essay writing or your analytical skills are top of your class, then we have programs in literature, in business, in the social sciences to tempt you. We also offer direct entry to all students from Turkey. So the diploma is widely accepted. You do not need to take an international foundation year to come to a UK university unless perhaps you've struggled for whatever reason in your final exams, and grade-wise you'd appreciate an additional year of support and learning. We have the option of various different teaching styles and learning styles for you. So we use a combination of online, face-to-face teaching, practical elements, group work, individual assignments, so that there'll be something for everybody, whatever works best for you. There's also the fact that the UK offers a very streamlined application process, and you may already understand a little about UCAS, and I'll briefly mention that in a little while. But it makes it very simple to apply to any university in the UK and apply for several choices at once. And lastly, the post-study graduate route visa, which is now in play, giving you the option to remain in the UK for 2 years after you graduate, to be able to find employment, and then for your employer to transition and assume sponsorship responsibilities moving forward. Some of the advantages of studying in the UK at this time. So there are a huge range of cities and locations for you to consider. You can go to the very north of Scotland, you can go down to the south coast of England, you can choose an inland or a coastal university, one that's located in a city or the English countryside. And cost is a big factor as well. We're extremely competitive, especially compared with universities in the United States, for example. We're far more cost friendly in terms of the price per academic year of tuition, and you'll find a range of living costs available. This will change dependent on where you go in the UK, but there are different options to suit everybody. So you will have seen at the start of this presentation, University of Surrey is a campus university in a big student town, but we're half an hour from central London, so we're close to a big UK city as well, a massive advantage of coming to us. You do have the choice in the UK of choosing whether you prefer a campus environment that's like a student village and a big family, or whether you would like to be located in a city to travel about to different buildings across that city to attend your various classes. Now, accommodation is obviously going to be a big factor for everybody, and this is something that most UK universities will offer, at least for the first year of your degree. And at Surrey, for example, you can certainly be guaranteed accommodation for the first year of your bachelor's or for the duration of your master's degree as a new student. So that's something to look at and to take into consideration. Transport and infrastructure across the country means that by the Surrey being half an hour from central London, you can travel in, and then from the central London main stations, you could travel anywhere across the UK to learn more about the culture here, to visit different cities and attractions, and really immerse yourself in life here in the UK. And it makes it so easy for you to have a really immersive experience. And lastly, we spoke about the fact that Surrey is very close to both London Heathrow and London Gatwick airports. Being in the UK gives you a great opportunity to travel throughout the rest of the UK, firstly, and Europe and across the world in the holiday periods, and also as part of your professional training year. So, taking you through this journey, you found universities you'd like to apply for, you know the subject area that you're really passionate about, and you've decided, UK is where I want to go. For example, Surrey University, you can see the sports park in the background here. This is where I'd like to be this September next year, or whenever you'll be ready to begin your university education. How exactly do you do that? Now, I know there'll be different seminar options today to go through UCAS in a lot of detail, so I just want to be very brief and use this as a chance for you to see how easy it is to apply to university in the UK. So UCAS is the Universities and Colleges Admissions Service, and they deal with the majority of applications for university education in the UK. So it's completely independent to all of the universities you'd be able to apply for, and allows you to apply for up to 5 different programs at one time with one personal statement and one application process. Now, the UCAS team will continue to offer you support and webinars and advice throughout the application process, and there are lots of step-by-step guides to make it a really simple and straightforward process for you. This is also where you'll see responses to your application, so where you'll receive offers from any of the universities that you have applied to. So you're looking at submitting your application through UCAS. As mentioned, you can apply to up to 5 different programs at 5 different universities at the same time, although it's only 4 for those exceptions mentioned in bold there. Now, you can certainly apply for more than one program at one particular university, but the thing to highlight here is that your personal statement, which is a big part of your UCAS application, and talks about why you want to study that particular subject area and where you hope it will take you in your career. So that personal statement will be seen by every one of your choices and your applications. So it has to accommodate all your choices, your 5 choices. You don't want to be mentioning specific universities in that personal statement. Universities won't see the other choices you selected in the application process. We're only interested in whether you meet our particular entry requirements. You want to make sure when you're looking at submitting an application to check whether you need any particular work experience before you submit your application, and whether any university tests or auditions are part of that process. Is there anything else you need to provide apart from your academic grades at this time? And before I move on, if you're interested in what the building in the background image is, that is our School for Hospitality and Tourism Management on our Stag Hill campus. So what happens next? For some of you that may be interested in coming in September 21, or you're looking at university next year, may soon be reaching this part of the process. So each university will receive your application. We will pass that across to our admissions team, who will make a decision at this point in the process of whether you're likely to meet the entry requirements with your final grades. So you obviously apply in the middle of your final year of school or your final year of your bachelor's degree. So we'll make you a conditional offer at that point, unless you've already gained all of your qualifications. You'll receive offers that say conditional, unconditional, or hopefully not, unsuccessful. Now, the next part, especially for our undergraduate students, is to select your first and second choice university, your first choice being your firm choice. Now, for most university applicants, your firm choice will be your top choice university. It's where you really want to go, and the entry requirements may be a little bit of a stretch. Your insurance choice will be a university you still very much would be happy to be at for the next 3 to 4 years, but the entry requirements may be a little lower. It may not be as exciting as your first choice university. So once you've done that, there are lots of options available to you. You'll be invited to offer holder sessions on campus or via webinars. You'll be able to attend Q&As with current students to learn more about what it's like to live in that university. You can apply for accommodation, and that's what a lot of our September 21 offer holders are currently doing here at Surrey. They're all applying for their university accommodation come September. Then when you have all your results and your final results to hand, appreciate this year, they won't all be from exams. They may be teacher assessed grades, but you'll need to send through and upload copies of your final transcripts and certificates for admissions to process. And that is when the CAS and visa application part of the process will begin, and you'll be counting down till you travel to your new university. And most universities, especially Surrey, we hold a lot of pre-departure events, either in country, hopefully I'll be traveling back out to Turkey next year, or online via webinars, where we answer all your questions about the practical nature of leaving home, packing up and traveling across to start your degree, whether at bachelor's or master's level at the University of Surrey. So hopefully that was really informative for you. Appreciate it's half an hour of me speaking to you. So I'd really like now to open this up to questions, give you the opportunity to ask questions you think other students would also benefit from hearing the answers to. So I believe there is a chat function for you here. So please do have a look. Place your questions in the chat box and let me know if there's anything else that I can help you out with at this time. What I will do is, whilst we're still live at this time, I will quickly go through and put back on the screen the different programme options that we have here at the University of Surrey. So that's something that you can focus on. So I have one question about scholarship opportunities. A very good question, thank you. We have one partial scholarship option available at master's level. So this is a £2,500 award for students who are Turkish nationals or domiciled in Turkey at this time. And if you would like further information about that, it's something that I can kind of send you personally. So please do come through to the chat function on the fair as soon as this has finished. So like I mentioned, it's a £2,500 scholarship. There is no application process there, and you can find it by searching for scholarships and bursaries in Surrey. Aside from that, obviously, perfect. Someone has just come through with a question about what I was about to talk to. So yes, you can certainly work whilst you are a student here at the university. So whilst you're on a student visa, you can work up to 20 hours a week alongside your studies. So it is capped at 20 hours so that you still have time to focus on your studies, both classes and independent studies. So the work opportunities, there are many available on campus, but you can also find employment in Guildford, in the wider town. There'll be options kind of in-person roles or online work available for you. And there are opportunities to do work for the university, such as being a student ambassador and working, for example, with my team, helping out with events such as this fair today, webinars, campus tours, blogging, and so on. So there's lots of different opportunities available to you. We have a company called Unitemps based on the university campus, and they are essentially there to help you find part-time work opportunities or internships or placements whilst you are studying at the university. So there's a lot of support on top of the careers team available for you if you would like to find a job when you're with us. Any other questions? Or any slides that you think would be beneficial for me to show you, please do let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to ask the team to share my email address with everybody that is listening today. It is my name, you can see on the screen, and also there is the option of emailing international@study.ac.uk. So that's international@surrey.ac.uk. I'm going through very quickly in order to find some of the ways you can contact myself and the team. So you can see here on this last page, as well as the international email address, there is also a live chat function. So Monday to Friday, I believe it's 11 till 7 p.m. Turkish time, you can come on to www.surrey.ac.uk/international, and there'll be the option to via a live chat function, speak directly with a member of the University of Surrey's student recruitment team. And you can ask questions about entry requirements, programs, the application process, student life here on campus, essentially anything you would like to know. Please do come through and speak with us, and we'd love to hear from you. Just give it a few seconds for any other questions at this time. Otherwise, we will wrap up for today, and I'll give you the opportunity to come through and speak with me directly. So hopefully you'll be able to do that shortly, and you can ask any follow-up questions you have from today's presentation. So one last area regarding the sport, regarding sporting options at the university. I didn't actually talk too much about clubs and societies at the University of Surrey in my presentation, but to cover that now, we have over 150 different societies at the university. So you'll certainly be able to find a group of students with common interests to your own. They vary from subject, faith, nationality, language-based societies to a whole range of interests from media, literature, sport, and so on, and the arts as well, music, etc. You also have the option of around 40 different sports clubs to choose from. Now, typically in the UK, and certainly at the University of Surrey, Wednesday afternoons are a time free from lectures or classes, because that is typically where university sports clubs will play each other in the different university leagues across the country. So obviously a lot of those games and matches will be based at the Surrey Sports Park, which is on our Manor Park campus. And I mentioned we've got around 6 grass playing pitches. We have several floodlit artificial grass pitches, outdoor tennis courts, squash studio, climbing wall, a massive gymnasium, and also kind of like swimming pools, sauna, steam room facilities, as well as a large fitness gym as well. So lots of opportunities for you to come and either get fit, to socialize with friends in the sports bar or the 350-seater Starbucks we have there, or you can be quite competitive and join one of the sports clubs here at the university. So just going to give one last moment for any other questions. Someone come through with a question on entry requirements. Now, I mentioned that in my presentation earlier. It's a bit of a difficult question to answer on a kind of a general webinar such as this, because the entry requirements will differ per program. Now, for entry onto our bachelor's degrees, it's usually between kind of 65 to 80% in the final year of your high school diploma, so the Lycée or the Anatolian diploma. But there may well be subject-specific requirements on top of that, especially in the sciences or the engineering programs. Then for master's programs, we're typically looking at a bachelor's degree with anywhere between 2.6 to 3.2 GPA overall out of 4. Again, if you would like to know what specific entry requirement is relevant to you, then please let me know. Come through on the chat or email international@surrey.ac.uk, and we'll be able to give you those specific entry requirements. So to see if there's anything else coming through. Well, thank you so much for your time today, for taking the time out to listen to me talk about the University of Surrey and why you should seriously consider coming to the UK for your university experience. Really appreciate the support from the SI UK team. If you've got any questions about what universities can help you, please speak with one of the counsellors there, and they can direct you through to me in the University of Surrey's booth to answer any questions about university life here. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I look forward to speaking with you for the rest of today and tomorrow's event. Take care. Bye-bye.